Jesus, one day you will bind every wound. The former things will all pass away. No more tears. And one day we'll make sense of it all. Jesus, one day every question resolved. Every anxious thought left behind, no more fear. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. One day we will see face to face. Jesus, is there a greater vision of grace? And in a moment we shall be changed on that day. One day we'll be free, free indeed. Jesus, one day all the struggles will cease. We will see your glory revealed on that day. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. One day we'll see face to face. Jesus, is there a greater vision of grace? And in a moment we shall be changed. In a moment we shall be changed. Yes, in a moment we shall be changed on that day. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. We'll sing and shout the victory. Oh, sing and shout of your victory, oh God. No more pain, no more death, no more darkness, no more guilt or shame. Only you face to face. One day, you will make everything new. Jesus. My life for the last 5 years has been a series of blow after blow after blow, and major ones. I'm talking about those life-changing, perspective-shattering, doubt-inducing blows, the ones that keep you up at night and cause you to reconsider everything that you thought you knew. Now, just when I thought I was coming out of one of these major blows that life threw my way, another one would come along. And I've been in that cycle for 5 years now. It's gotten to the point that when these major things happen, it no longer knocks me off my feet. I'm no longer just utterly shocked. It doesn't have the same effect on me that it did 5 years ago. Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt or it doesn't knock the wind out of me, but I feel like I'm able to navigate whatever it is because of the confidence I have from going through it before. All of these major things that I've walked through often call me to think of heaven, to think about what is to come. And we, as Christians here in America, have a pretty limited view of heaven. It's pretty limited. A lot of us have this Looney Tunes theology when it comes to heaven. See, we think that one day when we die or if Jesus comes back, then we're going to just float up into heaven and magically turn into these fat, chubby babies with wings and float around and play harps forever. But that is such a bad view of heaven, isn't it? I mean, just who would want that? And what sort of gift or prize or hope can somebody have in that? Now, heaven isn't just an afterthought. Heaven is not just the thing that comes next. It's not just that. See, heaven is that place where the ultimate power in all of the universe resides, the ultimate power who is making all things new, who will bring back the original intention before the curse of sin put us where we are today. It's that place that as the Christ follower is allowed to enter when this life is over. For the Christ follower, heaven isn't merely an escape from these terrible things that we go through, these life-altering situations. Heaven is the place in which we inherit the prize that is given to us because of our faithfulness to Jesus. Since you've been raised to new life with Christ, set your sights on the realities of heaven. Where Christ sits in the place of honor at God's right hand, think about these things of heaven, not the things of earth. For you died to this life, and your real life is hidden with Christ in God. And when Christ, who is your life, is revealed to the whole world, you will share in his glory. It's Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 through 4. How often do you think about the realities of heaven? Our minds are so occupied with the things of this earth, these life situations and blows that happen one after another, and we're so occupied with that we rarely think about the things of heaven. We rarely think about what is to come, that place in which you and I, the followers of Jesus, are going to spend all of eternity. We're going to spend eternity there, and we never think about it. For the Christ follower, we have died to all of this. Not that this doesn't affect us. We're not delusional, but in a spiritual way, we have died to all of this. The anxiety, the pressure, the life change. We have died to it. Dead things don't grow. Our minds should not be occupied with the anxieties that this life brings. And I realize that that is a really big and difficult statement. But our lives should not be occupied with the anxieties of this life. And I don't do this well, but I'm trying. One thing after another. And I know there are people who may watch this. You've been through worse. This is not about comparing battle scars. It's about what occupies our mind. As a Christ follower, we have an eternity with Jesus. And here and now, when we say things like our hope is in heaven, our hope, the thing that we do not have yet, that's what hope is all about. We do not have heaven yet, but we can taste it here and now by living our life like the Word of God instructs us to. We have died to our old self, and we are clothed in His majesty. So I encourage you to think, to set your minds on the realities of heaven. Because one day, Jesus is going to make it all new. No more cancer. No more depression or anxiety or pain or guilt or shame. No more tears. No more darkness. No more death. You will no longer ever have to walk through a valley of shadow and death. Because God's glorious brightness is going to be all around. And so I encourage you to think on those things. This song, one day when we all get to heaven, we're going to be singing this together at our night of worship on September 15th. And hopefully it is a song that we sing together going forward as well. Because it contains so much truth. One day when we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. And all the loved ones that we've lost in this life, for those who know Jesus and knew Jesus, we'll be there together. But more than that, we will be with Jesus himself. The one in whom we have been serving, the one in whom we have believed this whole time. So I hope that you put your hope in heaven and you think about the realities that are there.